Welcome back to another episode. Showrunner of The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power Patrick McKay affirms that the events of Episode 6 represent a fresh interpretation of the history of a significant Middle-earth place. The Lord of the Rings prequel series on Amazon examines what happened in Middle-earth before the One Ring was made. On September 2nd, Prime Video's weekly The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power premiered to strong U.S. viewership numbers. The Battle of the Southlands, in which Galadriel and the forces of Númenor sided with the inhabitants of the Southlands against Adar and his army of orcs, was featured in Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power's 6th episode, Udun. The Númenor Southland Alliance fails to stop darkness from claiming the lands because Waldreg, who betrayed his fellow villagers, cast Sauron's broken blade into the lake, set Mount Doom ablaze, and caused the Southlands to be eternally warped. After the debut of Episode 6, one of the showrunners for the series acknowledged that the program's heartbreaking sequence adds a fresh perspective to the history of an important Middle-earth place. McKay affirmed in an interview with THR that the eruption and the destruction that followed did in fact reveal the origins of Mount Doom and the country of Mordor. The showrunner of Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power explained that they wanted to show Mordor before it came under Sauron's influence through the series' early episodes before introducing it as the wasteland viewers are familiar with in order to convey J.R.R. Tolkien's themes of environmentalism versus industrialization as a central theme of the film. McKay sought to surprise viewers with the revelation by tying it into both the themes of the series and the larger Middle-earth mythos. Through Galadriel's effort to complete her brother's quest, the emergence of Adar orc forces, and the three enigmatic white-robed men searching for the stranger who fell from the sky, Sauron's existence has been alluded to throughout The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power. In addition to teasing Sauron, the show has revealed characters who are related to him, such as Isildur, the hero who will eventually defeat him, and Celebrimbor, the elven blacksmith who will create the titular Rings of Power for the Dark Lord. As the Southlands have been transformed into the scorched lands of Mordor and Elrond and the dwarves are helping Celebrimbor build a new fort, Sauron's plans may be further along than they seem, meaning the antagonist may emerge from hiding by the end of Season 1, firmly establishing him as the show's overarching antagonist. While the second age of Middle events was condensed into a shorter time period for The Lord of the Rings, The Rings of Power, the series nonetheless took care to handle Sauron's ascension with the appropriate amount of mystery and drama in the lead-up to his ultimate revelation. As a result, the abrupt, flaming change of the Southlands into Mordor is a crucial, history-altering moment in the narrative thus far, as it thoroughly establishes the actual nature of the Dark Lord's danger and the issues at hand, even before he obtains the One Ring. The inhabitants of Númenor and the Southlands are left to deal with this tragic loss, and viewers are left to speculate as to how Sauron might further his power in the future. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.